Yesterday, you spoke that we should begin to believe the scientific proofs of the world and of our faith through the proof of what it does with happiness for our life, our brains. But is belief in science, many people have emotional faith, and emotional faith is important part, not the whole importance, but having purely a scientific, purely a rational faith in the claims of our religion or our practice, is that sufficient to feed the human soul?
No, I don't think those genuine scientists, their mind is very, very open, not emotion.
Yeah.
One time, that was 1979, my first visit Soviet Union. I met some scientists there. So when I refer the beside 5 senses of organs, I mentioned the sixth mind, or mind, main mind. Then those Russian, Soviet sort of scientists, they immediately say that's a religious matter. So their scientific thinking is something fixed.
Yes.
So a little bit emotion. But many other scientists, many American scientists or European scientists, it's very open-minded. Now they begin to carry some sort of investigation about the sixth mind or the main mind, when we sort of didn't pay or we do not pay attention about senses of organs. Then sixth mind, when you are meditate, you see, you are not paying attention about seeing or hearing or something, but the very nature of the mind, the continuation of that mind, clarity. So now some scientists already, you see, carry some sort of investigation. When person, you see, meditate on it, what change in their brain. Already now some scientific sort of research already now having. Now these are the sign of their mental state. Mental state of it's rational, objective, not emotion. I feel like that.
Yes.
And religion also. I think Buddha stated, I think yesterday I mentioned, the Buddha, I think one unique thing about Buddha's sort of teaching is, I think 40 years ago, when I thinking seriously the dialogue with scientists, that my desire or feeling mentioned one American lady, a Buddhist. I told her this is sort of my sort of desire or my thinking, and she told me, "Oh, be careful. Science is killer of religion. Be careful." And I thought, no. At least Buddhism is concerned, Buddha stated, "Oh, my follower, should not accept my teaching out of your faith, out of your devotion, rather than thorough investigation and experiment. Once through experiment, investigation, you develop some kind of conviction, then accept my teaching." So that's a very scientific way, not emotionally.
Yes.
So then I start. All those Nalendra masters like Lunsu Pusa, all these great thinker, great logician, great sort of philosopher, see, they never accept certain Buddhist concept as literally. as sort of Buddha stated. They never sort of follow that way. They investigate. Those sort of certain teaching which in Buddha's teaching, there's certain sort of idea which is contradict with our reason or logic, then we should not accept that. This is Nagarjuna and all these great sort of Nalanda masters did that way. So therefore I think that we should be more rational rather than sort of emotion. Emotion, there are two kinds of emotion. One emotion is through practice, training of mind, like karuna, compassion. Once you develop certain sort of experiences, then very strong emotions come. But that emotion based on reasons and logics and facts. Another sort of kind of emotion, such as attachment, anger, fear, these emotions are actually, from Buddhist viewpoint, ultimately based on ignorance. So such emotions are no backing of logic, like that.
Your Holiness, why the appearance of extreme views so much all over the world now? It seems everywhere this expression of always extreme views when there are issues, political issues, social issues.
That's due to lack of holistic view. And also the emotion. So once they develop some interest in one thing, and then too much emotion. Then your whole sort of view become biased. They cannot see, different sort of aspect of that reality. So automatically cannot develop holistic view. So that's the problem.
Your Holiness, when we became monks or when people begin Buddhism, we hear enlightenment, practicing for enlightenment, meditation for enlightenment, to realize enlightenment like the Buddha. But now so much we need to talk about meditation or Buddhism for well-being, for happiness, for many people use meditation nowadays for reducing stress. But this finding truth, this finding enlightenment, this struggle for enlightenment, is not emphasized so often anymore, more like a stress reduction or a happiness practice. What is your view about that?
Buddhism, when Buddha taught Buddhism, I think not only because of the benefit to his own follower, but we always pray to all sentient beings, isn't it?
Yes.
We always pray benefit or happiness of all sentient beings. So therefore, there are different levels. I think the top people who follow Buddhism and aiming is achieve enlightenment or Buddhahood. So no other sort of activities. Then years retreat or solitude, solitary or hermit like that. There are such people. At Dharamsala also, there are such hermit people there. And many Buddhist practitioners do that. And then another level, while you practice these things, meantime also give lecture or teaching. One time in Thailand, I met Buddhadasa, one very good sort of monk, also scholar. In his sort of monastery, his temple, there are a lot of sort of big trees, and among them, small, seeds or tree,